All right, Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017. Looking over real quick here. Got a bounce this morning, not by much, just a few ticks on the Aussie dollar here. I'm treating it that the dollar is going to get stronger as we get closer to the FOMC here for right now. Maybe a bounce in commodities this morning for right now. But basically, any type of bounce that way, I'd be looking on the short side of things. It does look like the euro and the pound will come back too here, and go through them real quick here. As you can see, it's kind of lost its momentum. Here's the ADX. The ADX is reset, so it'll fall through here on the British pound, maybe back to 127.5. I am looking for 130 to 133. Since the 120 area, 120-ish area. So on any pullback here, I'd be a buyer. The other thing too is watch your leverage going into this here. We got different types of voting and stuff. You may get a hard momentum unwind. So open up a sub account and put money in there and stagger it down. You know, like say, 127, 125, 123, 121. 120, 119. That kind of thing. For like a trailing stop or one across the top up here, just because we have France and everything, and it's not that it's the specs putting on, it's the specs having to take off. So watch for some sort of hard pullback to take advantage of it on the long side. So have put in 10-to-1 leverage, that kind of thing. Canadian dollar, they're beginning to pile into the Canadian dollar here, so I'm looking for some sort of counter move here. Dollar related for right now, we may get, you may get the pound and the euro to come off, but you get the Aussie and the CAD to bounce here. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it here. Tried snaking some yesterday down in here. I'd like to see it come down one more time. Going against the herd, that's what I do. Wait, and then let the herd have to unwind their greed. What's this one? The euro. Let's just take a look at a 1 hour. So you can see it's ADX is kind of turning up again, but it's choppy. A little reset action here. It's a fall of maybe 104.40. We shall see here with the dollar. The marketplace isn't looking for the seat or the rate hike, and so I'm looking. We saw it like the debt market where they're running debt the other way. So I'd be a fan of. We're coming into a seasonal low in rates on June 30th, so I'd be looking for an opportunity to add fresh shorts on there. Here's the Japanese yen. As it moves down, the carry trade works, but we're kind of stalling halfway back. I guess I could treat this as an ABC wave money flow here. Lots of bodies are in it. EDX turned up on the move down, but I would like to see it go higher. I would like to see some sort of correction in the stock market here, even if it's 2 to 4 months, just to kind of shake stuff up a little bit here. But if we continue to go on what we're doing, we're piling into short VIX derivatives. It's going to end up probably like 1987 again, which of course, if your fund manager is 30 to 40 years old, in yesterday's video, he wasn't born yet. So, or if he or she was not there. So make sure you take a look at your limits too. You can always buy some, August, September puts if we make new highs. So there's always have kind of, I look at things hedged, so I always have both sides on there. You can write calls, write some July calls and use that proceeds to buy some puts against your long position, right? So say if you're an Apple, as of the day prior, though, you'd sell like say 150, 1 to 165 July calls, and then use that proceeds to buy September puts. All right, and looks like we're getting a bounce here on the Kiwi, but possibly head and shoulders here. This is just a 5-minute chart. Swiss franc. All right, short side of this guy again here. Just watch for some intervention here. It is strengthening here, so I always worry about some sort of intervention coming in on this here. I guess the upper end could be like a 103 and a third, but here's the happy place, 101 and a third. So any type of bounce, I'd look for a shorting opportunity to add to shorts. Oil looks like it's rolling over. We'll probably put gold down with it. One of those things, if we have good news today, for the bulls and oil is flounder, then it's already there. Gosh, it does look like Brent's going to go roll over here, doesn't it? ADX is picking up on the down move, so 2-hour chart. Crude oil, same type of deal. Like I said in yesterday's video, $2-3 down, $1-2 up, $2-3 down, $1-2, that kind of thing for right now. On what did I say my target was? 38. Yeah, I got a target of 38 on here. I'll be happy with 40, but I'll let me take a look here today real quick on the crude. Yikes, that's right, my head and shoulders chart. So what is the neckline on here? What do we have? 46, 54 is 8, right? 55, 9, 10, we'll say $10 below this would be 36. Very good, Kev. 36 to 38, I would say here if we start busting through down here. And which would coincide with the recession that we're looking for, right, everybody? We're raising rates to put the economy into the ground. And this is ES. I'll have to run through individuals today. What am I looking for? About a 1 hour. ADX is reset here. Like I said, any type of move up here into close to 2,400, I'd get defensive. I would write, say, July calls, and then by August, September, October puts. That's how I'm leaning. Plus, we're also going to have to roll over here in about a month. So you have to plan that out too. Does look like we're getting another hook here in the stochastics higher. So what I'm looking for is, what I'd like to see is that the Fed doesn't do anything and there's a flurry of buying on the upside on the stock market, and then go in and look for some puts. Gold, like I said, 1255, they have to hold it here. If not, then the bulls are in trouble. If they do hike today and spook the market, then definitely gold will come off. Or actually, they may spin it something hard of inflationary. We have that North American drought that I'm looking for here, so it depends upon how agricultural crops and stuff get whacked. It's my Aussie dollar again. Have to move this along. Can't click on two machines at one time. All right, $0 will pass. Up, rolling over here on the hoggies, right? Did a dump on here, 74.20. That's where it's at. Okay, so the hogs. Hogs, I think, doubled, so probably took the short side on here. ADX is reset, so any type of follow through here, 72 and change. Copper had a pretty hard move up and then faltered and fell apart here. So had some shorts going on here, so I'll probably have to cover some here. 56 and a quarter from here. And then I got one from what's that, 64. So I need to cover some. Where the heck is it? 56 and change. 56 and a quarter is just where we're at. Cover part. Cover part. What is that? What am I at? 64. What's that? 60. That's first in, first out. We'll just say plus 4 cents. And then I guess if I take it all off, it'd be plus a dime. Plus 8 cents. Plus 8 cents. We'll just do that for now. I try to go on 3 times on this here. Try and watch like multi-hour, daily, and then try and hold them on for weekly. But with futures, you have to roll your contracts, but you can go out. Start watching natty gas. Watching natty gas to have a hard winter and a drought summer. Back-to-back fun and games. This guy looks like you're going to go run higher. we'll say that you just jab. Come on, you. Come on, jab, jab, short. That's where it pokes its head through, can't support it, and comes back through, and then falters and falls down here. 124. So it's at 127. So whatever. Minus 120. We'll do 128. So the screen will go up if it goes up a penny or so. That's cows, live cows. Yeah. So what I'm looking for is a jab up, and then it comes down. It comes through and pick up what, 3 cents, 3.5 cents. It's at 1600 bucks. Okay, natty gas, natty gas. Oh, good. The stuff's still written there. Come on, you. Oh, frickin' computer. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, okay. Shoulder, head, shoulder again. What is this? A 4-hour chart, and everything just froze up. Life is good and grand, right? How badly is it frozen? It's really frozen. That's the first time that it froze up ever, right? 10 years and it froze up. What am I running in the background? Lots of crap. Let's see if this helps out the situation here. If that's it, then that's it. Because I have to go to work. Oh, there we go. We have movement. Yeah, whatever. Technical details. Just send it off to you guys. All right, so we have a larger shoulder, head, shoulder. Then we got a shoulder, head, shoulder again. What do we have? Shoulder, head, shoulder. We came down here was the neckline. We came back up, wrote 330 calls for 12 cents. We're getting, it looks like a bear flag. So back down to probably under 3 cents in that area I'd look for going forward here in the next couple of weeks. The crappy weather in the Midwest, they won't turn on their air, but they also won't turn on their heat that I'm aware of. We have to turn our air on here. It gets to about 101, and then it goes over 81 in the house. And then we got to crank it on around 5 o'clock. You know, we turn the air on for 30 minutes kind of thing. And then the sun drops, and the desert falls through the floor into the 60s. It's quite freaky when the hot air settles. All of a sudden the curtains blow out. It's like a mushroom cloud. I'm sure there's a term for it. Oh, sounds like summer school, Kevin. Meteorology. Love that college. 40 years of going to college. Still no lambskin. NASDAQ. All right. 1 hour on you. Okay. So I had 40 yesterday on the short. Where are we at? So what's this? 55, 52 is your risk here. Well, we'll see how it pans out. All right. So what do we got? 56.48. I'd probably start looking. The ADX is reset too. Well, this will be, I guess I could just stare at this one all day long here. Oh, there goes the Aussie down, makes new lows. All right, moving along here. Gasoline, I still say there's a dime to the upside here. Remember seasonal and everything. Gouge the consumer, but if oil comes through, we'll be in some serious problems here because then we're not getting the driving to happen. They are pushing it to go on the Great American Road Trip. Thank you, PBS. All right, 51 to 60. This will be my target up in here. Target. So that's what are we at? 620. So that's about 8 cents move here. So if it swipes underneath here, maybe EIA or something this week or next week, because we have Labor Day coming up, I'd probably want to buy in. Maybe look for some calls or something. Buy right kind of deal. Silver, just like with gold, bad news. Let's get to 67. It did. Boom, bounce. All right, so we got a bounce here in metals. I got to get going. There's money to be made. Ultra bonds, dump the debt. Just dump the debt. Yeah, that's a good short right there. 63.01. Oh, come on. Give it to me. Probably not. Nope, won't give it to me. VIX futures. So we had what's this rollover going on? Bad data. Hey, will you give me 1 or 10? No. And okay, Dow futures sell prior to FOMC 49. Some out of nickel there. Bonds fade and rally. What is that? 153 or so. Fade and rally. Corn, wheat, and beans all to be hedged unless we get the development of a drought. But for right now, it's mostly the short side is for hedgers. That's how I'm kind of looking at it for right now. And fives, the same thing. 2s and 5s, dump them. Here's oil. Maybe a swing up to 33.5 kind of thing. So what do we have? What's a crop report? This one, if they push through, we might get a short covering rally to 325 in meal. Like I said, if we don't get the drought this year, grains, and you could have 650 beans again. If we don't, I'm going to assume they're going to try for $10 and fall short like 993 or something. No, it's the same thing, short it. All right. Yeah, looks like a bear flag, so it's good to go. Add fresh short 73. All right. Hitting 6A is below. That's you, Kevin. That's you. Get on the. Gotta start moving. Click, click, click. 2s and wheat. That's the last one. So here we go. Wheat is the only one that will make a difference. A little bounce here, playing for it. 48 here, just off the bounce here. Probably sell it up here, but it's mostly short angle on this one. I did want to establish something under $4. We dipped below it. There was a divergence here last Thursday to Friday, and this is the divergence back up the other way, and it was good for $3,000. I'm just playing a little bounce here just in case my drought does show up, though, but then I'd want to play beans and corn. The gap over here is, it's one of those that, I risk whatever, spread them, buy, this is July, I guess, buy July, sell D's, run spreads like that too. So everyone have yourself a great day, and I'll be seeing you. Bye-bye.